What is up, y'all? So it's a very special day today because Frank's Frugivores is getting back into the gecko business. It's called Frank's Frugivores because I breed frugivores, which is an animal that eats a lot of fruit and protein, in this case geckos that eat fruit and insects. And today we'll be heading to the Havre de Grace All Maryland Reptile Expo to pick up some new breeders. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So y'all may be wondering why I am getting back into breeding geckos, and I haven't always been. Obviously my channel's name is Frank's Frugivores, and that is because of my logo. The gecko on it is a crested gecko, and I used to breed those and many other species of gecko in my lifetime. And the reason was that I had a really big collection, and I had just started to see some profits from my gecko breeding business. I was going to a few expos here and there, selling quite a bit actually, and doing pretty well. And then it was in my plan to hike the Appalachian Trail in 2020, but as you can guess, that did not really go well. So I sold all my geckos thinking that I was going to be making this excursion, hiking the entire Appalachian Trail, which if you don't know, takes like 6 months to do. So I wasn't going to be around to care for all my geckos, so I was like, all right, time to sell them. And I sold every last one of them, and then it turns out I didn't end up going, and now I've finally decided that it's time to get back into breeding, and that's why I'm headed to this expo today to hopefully find a couple breeding geckos that I can start up with. Now, I plan to eventually start a pretty good sized collection with a few crested geckos, maybe some gargoyle geckos. I really got my eye on the Saracenorum geckos, which are not too common in the pet trade, and a few others, including the Leachianus. All these species are from New Caledonia and are frugivores, again, as is my channel name. And I'm really excited to get started today. So I'll meet up with y'all once I arrive at the Reptile Expo. So I just got back from the Reptile Expo, and I'd say it was quite a success. I have a few things to show y'all in this bag here that I picked up. And number one, got some Pangea crested gecko diet. This is gonna be what I feed my breeding colony. I only got a little bit for now because I only picked up 2 animals today. And I got 2 things that I'm not actually able to breed just yet. But number one is this crested gecko here, reverse pinstripe. Pretty sweet looking, got the Dalmatian trait going on there. And it's looking like it's a male. And then I got this stripe gargoyle gecko, which is a probable female. And I'm going to have to get a male gargoyle gecko and a female crested gecko now to breed with these, but I'm gonna have many more than just these 2 pairs in the near future. So that's what I picked up today. And lastly, I got this culture of springtails that I will be seeding into this terrarium here that I have behind me. And it'll just help to keep the environment a little bit more clean so that it will last a little bit longer for me. And then just wanted to give a shout out to JK Reptiles. Here's the card here. And that's where I got the crested gecko from. And then the gargoyle gecko was from a separate breeder, which I'll shout out at another time because he didn't actually have his card on him at the show. But other than that, I would say the whole show is a big success, and I will be looking forward to getting a couple of geckos that I'll be able to breed to these 2 in the future.